Noon, everyone. Welcome to the Power Chat series with our guest Ryan George for the Pan American Internationals or Pan Ams post show. Ryan, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Izzy. I'm enjoying myself back at home with my kids, able to celebrate my birthday with them. So I'm happy.
When was your birthday?
It was on May 17th, so that Friday of the Pan Am.
Okay, all right. Well, happy belated birthday.
Mhm.
Let's talk a little bit about the event. Well, here, for anyone who doesn't know, you won heavyweight, right? Heavyweight overall grands at Pan Am's. How was it to get there, to get to that point, the fights and the whole competition?
It was busy. It was a lot of work. I think I did a little math and we totaled up. I was about like 14 to 15 fights or so this weekend. Is
My God.
and that I obviously did the 30 and up division as well, but I'm up there now. But yeah, so I did that division as well. But it was great. Good fights, great competition always at the Pan Am.
Nice. And so obviously the picture here, Team ATL, I know that you're on Alex's sort of inaugural team that sort of um,
Yeah.
dissipated or, disbanded and your very short time as a free agent. Now you're on ATL. How did that happen? The connections and what's it like?
I've known Marcel since I was a kid. Yeah, he used to fight my dad. Matter of fact, I walked into his dojo for the first time, and he had a picture of him back fisting my dad, which I didn't like too much. But it was he had a big picture. It was good. But they fought, in the past, and I've just known the ATL guys as far as Trey and Jalen, of course. And then as you go into the team with Jermaine and Speedy, and then now with the younger guys, it's just it was a good connection. They came down here to New Orleans to the Louisiana Pro Am, and after the tournament, I just asked the guys, "Hey, if you guys want to come train?" So I don't get many opportunities like that to have a
Yeah.
bunch of young bodies in my area. So I was like, "Hey, come on, guys, on Sunday." So pretty much everybody who fought at the tournament came back to the dojo and trained. And we went and I did a bunch of rounds with those guys, and the next when they made it back home, Marcel called me and he gave me an offer, and I asked him if I could I told him I wanted to take a little time because I've never really been a free agent before, so like I've been I started off on Renegades when I was like 9, and then I went to GOP and I was there for years prior to going to WKF with Alex. So I've never been a free agent. So I was like, let me just see, what this market is hitting for. See what's up. So
Yeah.
I gave myself a month. He called me on had to be the 19th of it was out of it had to be January. So it was on the 19th. So I said, just give me the 19th. I'll wait till the 19th the next month. So I just I got a couple calls and you know, I just uh I just wanted to experience that and see how it was and feel wanted a little bit, you know.
I get that. I mean, like in you're transitioning from jobs, sometimes if you give yourself just a little bit of time for them to come to you, then you to go hunt to them out. It's a nice little reassuring because I don't think for a second anyone thought you'd say a free agent for very long.
Yeah, well, he offered me, I kind of had it in my head already that, especially after training with the young guys, and then what how Marcel presented it to me, it was just a great. It felt like it would have been a good fit, and I don't want to keep sounding like I'm old because I'm really not. I'm 34, but that's not old. But it's in karate world, you know how our numbers go. But we got a 50 and up division now, so I'm not
Yeah.
really that old.
And you have a
But
1 year old and a kid on the way. I mean, that's
yeah.
you got to be
Mhm.
young and spry to keep up with
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah, I
three
got to stay on
kids.
it. Definitely got to stay on it. They keep me ready. One of them home right now. He's the 5-year-old. He's holding it down. He's staying calm for a second. But that's why I stepped outside. But nah, he just and at this point, I want to make sure that I'm able to be in the best situation. It's more about comfort than it is just being about being on a team and like competing and traveling. Because I'm not trying to go to every single tournament in the world. But I do want to be able to compete. I want to be in a comfortable situation. I want to be with some guys who want to compete, and I just also being able to impart knowledge onto the younger people that are on the team. He got a nice group of young guys coming up that I'm actually really excited to just be a part of that and watch them grow, and one day just sit by the ring and watch some people I trained a little bit just dominate, you know.
Yeah,
So
for sure. Kind of stepping into the mentor, still competing, but that mentor type role. Any plan? Did you guys team fight at Pan Am's?
yes, we did. We ended up losing the Diamonds, who ended up winning it
Who
all.
ended up winning? So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We fought really good. It was definitely a good coming out tournament, good experience. You know, we had I think we had three matches, so we won our first two and lost that last one, and it was just a great experience just starting off. We didn't get the fight with our full lineup. Jalen ended up getting hurt in the open weight,
mhm.
so he sat out, and then we had Devin came in. I've been knowing him since he was a kid as well, coming up, and so it was a good experience. I really enjoyed it.
Nice. And so, talking about Pan Am's in May, I mean, Pan Am's was just 6 months ago, or six,
Mhm.
7 months ago. It's a quick turnaround. What was it like this time around? How did you like Miami in May?
Well, Miami in May is always good. You know, I love Miami in May. Like I said, it was my birthday month, and that was my birthday weekend,
Yeah.
literally. So it was great just being there. You know, Miami's pretty. You don't really have bad weather. I mean,
Mhm.
every now and then you get a little rain, but you know, you don't have really bad weather there. The only thing I would say is just you know, some people may have missed it due to graduations, uh, and that goes from, you know, the older kids graduating high school to college, then all the way down to your first graders, your
Mhm.
kindergartners graduating kindergarten. So it's that time of year. So and really May 17th, I graduated from high school on the 19th of May. So
Mhm.
like that's like really like a graduation weekend.
Yeah.
So you know, it he just kind of maybe missed a couple competitors from that, but from my looks of it and from just seeing the other things they had going on, just not sport karate, we had breaking in there, and there's some taekwondo stuff going on in there. You know, just those numbers look good too from just from an eyeball view. So I don't feel like they missed anything. So but you know, Pan Am's in May, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, exactly. Pan Am's in May and Miami in May. Also, people, I think you make a change, it takes some time to rebound and get some new competitors anyway. But
Hmm.
I always thought like sometimes people who were going to Miami were just collecting their last points that they needed. And
Yeah.
I think as people sort of get used to figure out the schedules, it's like prime May competition season, you know?
Oh,
So
definitely.
bringing those out. So tell me a little bit more about maybe the other competitors that you saw there, not just the heavyweight, but how was open weight and the maybe even the women's divisions? Did you get to catch any of the other stuff?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm a watcher, so I sit down and watch everything. We had 29 fighters in open weight, which is and like to be honest, as of late, we've been getting like between 40 and 70. So that 20 was a little low, and I'm gonna chalk that up to 29. So that's almost 30 people. I'll chalk that up to just you know, graduations and whatnot.
Mhm.
So definitely great fighters. Diamonds came out in full force with I want to say 10 people in the open weight alone. Like they separated the bracket and then they ended up still having to fight each other second and third round real quick. So that was great. I ended up in the open weight. I actually lost to Brian in open
Mhm.
weight. Um, and he's always great. Brian's actually older than me, and he's still
Yeah.
kicking and punching, and he's doing his thing. Oh, there he is. All right. But yeah, and he's you know, putting his work in. So obviously Christian was there. He won the open weight. He did great. Great. Laytona was there. I think he fought Christian for the open weight. If no, no, it might have been another. I'm sorry, they had so many Diamonds people that that
Yeah.
it's hard for me to put them all together. But
Diamonds.
they
And
had
then I'm sure there was some Team Legend people and
definitely Legend, and then Army was in the building. Actually, from speaking of Legend, Yaskar was back in action. He I don't know if it was actually at Pan Am's, but he actually hurt his knee a
oh
while
yeah, I
back,
think it
and
was I remember him hurting himself at Pan Am.
yeah, so he said so. I mean, I guess that's 6 months. You know, so he recovered and he was in, you know, good shape. When I was able to speak to him, so he's excited and happy to be back out there. Of course, my ATL guys were there, putting in work. Army was there in force. They came out pretty deep. Revolution,
Hmm.
and then the FKS guys. I hope got those initials correct. Um,
Yeah.
but they were all out there. So it was a nice group of people, and they had a couple just randos popped in there,
Hmm.
and not to say randos that that's a bad thing, but they just came in that thing and filled some slots and put in some work. So it was definitely a good open weight division as well as the team sport. I think we had about 5 or 6 teams. Yeah,
Nice.
so
It's always fun when you talk about open weight. It's such a coin toss. I feel like it's like that's the meaning the coin toss on who's going to take the division. It's like each
hmm
one. There's never a time when it's like, oh. Sometimes I feel like in forms divisions, you kind of
you
know
kind
who's
of
going
know
to take
sometimes.
it.
Yeah.
But with that, I mean, it's it could be anybody of you guys because of the talent being stacked in there. But I mean, wow, I didn't realize that open weight divisions lately have been getting into the 40s to 70 deep people in America. Are you saying
Yeah, in America, of course, we
what?
got we got them out here. We fighting out
70
here.
though? I mean, I
Well, I'm
remember.
gonna say this. I might be exaggerating on the 70, but
Okay,
I
that's
know
the
for
number I'm
sure.
latching on to because
I fought in an open weight division with 72 people at the Battle of Atlanta, and
yeah, I
I
know
want to say James
battle.
Porter ended up winning that one that time. And I know on another occasion we've pushed that 70 mark. I might have been at the battle again,
Yeah,
but we definitely pushed that. We definitely break through that 30 mark on a regular. You know
yeah.
what I mean? So anywhere between that 30 to I might be exaggerating that 70, but that 60 mark, like
Okay,
we in there. So we've been pushing it.
that's
Um,
great.
and and pretty much everybody who shows up, hopping in there to fight, we seniors included. So
Yeah.
they like
I was gonna say it's because the Bryans and the Yaskars aren't leaving. They're not going anywhere. And then all the young
mhm,
guys are coming up and it's just like such a densely, diversely packed division.
mhm.
And you're not going anywhere either, right?
Not no time soon. I'm gonna be
No.
around for a little minute.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, and so this was you ended up winning heavyweight team G3, I believe, right? Is G3 one teams or is that Diamond?
Yes, yes, that's Diamond. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, it is G3. Yeah, my bad. Diamond. G3.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
think it's
them.
a newer
It
sort of.
is. It's been a couple years, but yeah, that's them. G3.
Okay, and then Christian won open weight. Yeah, open weight, and awesome. Okay, all right. So, and then you've got new things for you, Team ATL, and a baby on the way with a
hmm
newborn in. How's that been? Like, just I know it's. I mean, I can imagine. I don't know actually, but it must be tiring to juggle all of that. How's it going?
I mean, it is tiring, but I push through it. It's not as tiring for me as it is for my wife. But I kind of after my first son was born, I felt like I kind of had it down to a science. Once my second one came, I kind of knew what I needed to do, knew what I shouldn't do, so she don't get mad at me. So I kind of got that stuff out the way. And this third one, she's a little more laid back this time. Like she's found her little
Groove.
pregnant groove. Yeah, so
Yeah.
she just like she got pregnant. She once she started getting around, she like, oh, I'm taking my pillow, I'm going in the other room for a while, and she doing she just got her little thing down pat, and we make it work. So but it definitely is a tiring process.
Yeah, you still have the gym that you train in at night after you put the kids to bed.
Definitely, I just was in there last night. Yes, have to. It's I have to do it. That's my place. That's my sanctuary. That's how I keep my head right. Um, just train. If I don't do it here, I would be having to shoot to the dojo, which is about 20-30 minutes away from the house. So that's training an hour after that, then driving back. I'll be gone all night long. So I just make sure I get my work in here for sure.
Yeah. Alex commented, I was going to ask about this, but I probably would have forgotten after I ended the show. But I saw that video of you running over to help the lady. What
Yeah, that's
happened there? And
Alex.
was it just instinct? And I think it's so funny that you
Mhm.
were running and Alex got it on tape.
He went quick. I don't know, like but I'm not gonna lie. Alex from the beginning of Point Fighter to now, man, he on a whole nother level with recording and doing all type of stuff like that. But yeah, you know, we went out on the beach and just took a walk, just me and him, just hung out, went and got something to eat, and then on the way back, he was about to take me back to the airport, and we pulled up to the stop sign, and literally at the stop sign, the lady just, I mean, she just turned too short on the curve and just
Mm,
like tilted over and fell. And I'm
right.
like, oh, let me go help her real quick. I just hopped out and ran and helped her out. Um, I kind of like miss doing that. I don't work in the hospital anymore like I used to. I used to be hands on with my patients and whatnot, but now I'm at home and I'm more like on the clerical side. So I don't I see the patient information, but I don't
Yeah.
deal with the patients anymore. So you know, I just kind of miss doing it, but you know, it was instinct. Same thing would have happened if I was at work and just walking and a patient fell, like working with a therapist, somebody would have ran to help out in that situation. So that's I don't want to say that's special or anything. That's just
Yeah.
something that
Just who you
anybody
are.
should do really. That's really, yeah.
I
You know,
remember
because
one of the times, one of the many times that you've been on here, you were wearing scrubs and you were just taking like a break from work. So I remember you work in like the hospital patient care type setting.
Mhm.
Okay, awesome. All right. Well, what is next on your agenda? You said you're not going to every tournament every weekend. So what's on your calendar?
All right, well, May is like a busy month, but I'll be going.
Okay.
So I went here. I went to the Destin Open first,
Yes.
which is at the beginning of the month, which is also a great event. Came to Pan Am's. I'll be going to Texas Blast next week out there in Texas. Donnie Petway, he'll be hosting that one. So I won that one last year, but this year now we got a bunch of like killers coming through. So the whole Point Fighter professional crew is going to be there. So they'll be there, and then as well as some of my ATL crew will be coming through as well. So you know, it'll be a nice event, and then I'll be going out to Larry Wells tournament at the end of the month. So that'll be great. They'll be in Tulsa, and I'll have a seminar there. So anybody in that area, sign up. And all you have to do is register. Well, I don't know. I gotta check that date, but you were free to do the seminar if you are registered.
Oh,
But I might be a pre-registration type situation. Might want to get on that if you want to come. If you're gonna be in that area. So, but we in there.
cool. The name of Larry's tournament again is what is it?
Duh. Why did you put me on the spot?
Just so people, if we're going to talk about it, if people want to join in, they can do a quick little search, or they could
You
obviously
right,
probably.
you right, you right. I got you, I got you. It is my bad, Larry. My bad, brother. I got you though, man. I got you. Let me see. Let me see.
Oh, Whirlwind Alex.
Whirlwind Classic.
Yeah,
Whirlwind
Whirlwind
Classic. There we go.
Classic. That way, if anyone wants to register, take
Mhm.
advantage of this free seminar after this, they can make sure they get their hands on that. So
Yeah, we're gonna
cool.
be at the Whirlwind Classic on the 31st. I think it's the actual day, or is it the first? On the 31st is that Friday. My seminar will be on the 31st, and then on the first, be that Whirlwind Classic. And I'm actually looking forward to going out there and to Tulsa. That was actually I've been there once before. I was doing cheerleading back then, but I've been there to teach a camp out there once before, but I didn't get to see Tulsa. But I'm looking forward to getting there. That's where Black Wall Street was. So I just want to kind of, go pay my respects to those who was before.
Cool. Great. Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Ryan, for coming on to the Power Chat series, talking about Pan Ams. And again, congratulations on your overall win.
Thank you. Before we wrap it up, I just want to shout out Kristen Reeves, man. You put in a lot of work, and you did great this weekend, man. And unfortunately, how it happened, but uh, it happened. We're here, man, and you know what to do. Get back in there, get back in the lab, and do it all again. That's all we can do in this game. 24-hour rule. We right back to it.
Awesome.